job.
It is, yes, sir. Good job, boy. Turn around.
I appreciate it. Please come through.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club. You deserve it.
Spurs up. Feels great. Thanks, Coach Muschamp. God, first of all, but thank you to my family, everybody I've worked with. Feels great.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. We've got a great show for you today. Spring has sprung in Columbia, as you can tell. The weather just beautiful, and we've got a lot of spring sports to get into. Some detailed coverage of Gamecock softball coming your way, so stay with us for that. But of course, whenever you say spring football comes to mind. The spring game, the Garnet versus the Black. Let's get things rolling on today's edition of the show with the sights and sounds from the Carolina spring football game.
Williams-Brice Stadium is the place. The spring game is the event. The Gamecocks coming off a season where they went 7-6 on the 2018 campaign. They returned 16 starters, 7 on each side of the ball, including the punter and the kicker. Those guys are back, and they return to one of the toughest schedules in the country. 6 opponents ranked in the final top 16 of the AP poll. Will Muschamp says each game is its own season. Plenty of challenging seasons upcoming in 2019. Great throw there from Joyner to Keel Pollard. Third down and goal, and they give him the touchdown. Nice little touch on the ball, and a nice toss from Helinski. To Bailey Harder's down the sideline inside the 10-yard line. It's a would-be tackler, and that one's intercepted. Jamel Cook, the transfer. Throws to the end zone, and that is complete. Deebo Samuel on the field, taking a pass from his former quarterback. Pass to Jay Urich, who's off and running to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Touchdown! Touch pass inside the 5 to Shai Smith. Free is Slade Carroll into the end zone for the touchdown. Urich over the middle has his man inside the 5, down inside the 1. There's the goal. Urich to the end zone, touchdown. Trey Atkins.
Great to see Deebo Samuel back out on the turf at Williams-Brice one final time. Of course, the next date on your calendar to check for Carolina football, August 31st. That will be the season opener against the North Carolina Tar Heels in Charlotte. When we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, shifting gears to some Carolina softball, a great win over a top 5 team. We'll have the highlights when we return.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe, where great food rocks. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
First one at the job site. Last one to leave. Day in, day out. For the last 42 years straight. Ford F-Series, the model employee.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2019 F-150. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
During this year's certified South Carolina grown Palmetto series, we're promoting Fresh on the Menu, a program that connects South Carolina farmers with area restaurants to bring you meals made with fresh, locally grown ingredients. Or try creating your own Fresh on the Menu meals at home. So download the Fresh on the Menu app today and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste. And go Gamecocks!
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Hey Gamecock fans, want free baseball tickets? You heard us, free baseball tickets. Right now, only at Bilo, you can get 2 tickets to a Gamecock baseball game when you spend just $40 in store. But you better be quick, baseball fans. Bilo has limited tickets up for grabs. So what are you waiting for? Go grab your groceries and your free Gamecock tickets today. Bilo is the premier grocery partner of the Gamecocks. Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. We're at the Carolina Softball Stadium at Beckham Field, where this past weekend it was excitement personified. South Carolina hosting the Alabama Crimson Tide, which as usual found themselves ranked in the top 5 in the nation. Now the Gamecocks needed a series win to get the SEC play jump-started. Could they find it against a top 5 team in the nation? They did that once last year. Trying to do it again, let's take a look at the highlights.
Run. It was a home run in the 7th. Here goes Bozel. Bounces off the wall. Schroeder there trying to get it to second, and she is safe and taken 2. Kaylee Tao rolls 1 to center. Wallace will stay at third, but they get her at second. Bozel lifts it high over the wall. Her 7th home run of the season, and it plates 2. This one goes right back at Rayleigh. A quick flip of the glove. Kinsey McGuire lays out for it and flips it up to Bozel.
The dugout today was awesome, but you guys are tough when you show up and you stand up and you don't back down, not for a second. And that was a solid 7 inning of the Gamecock softball. I loved it. Together better on 3, 1, 2, 3. Together better, together win.
Two to Johns, lifted down to left center field. It is gone. Jana Johns with her 8th home run of the season, and the Gamecocks jump out on top 2-0. The payoff to Wallace. Hit in the air to right field. Lindsay goes back to the warning track, makes the grab up against the wall, and the Gamecocks get out of the inning as the Tide leave them loaded. It's still 1-2, hit in the air to center field. Simpson comes in. Gamecocks win for the first time since 2009. The Gamecocks have won a series from Alabama. It's South Carolina's first series win of the year, and what a way to get it. Over the 4th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide, first series loss for Alabama. Gamecocks a winner, 2-0. What a weekend for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, that truly was remarkable. Dixie Raley coming in after pitching just last night. Beautiful changeup, 4 changeups in a row. Coach Bev was not afraid to go after that. And really, Jenkins was off kilter there and off balance, but seemed to get the job done.
A big win, a big weekend for South Carolina as they win their first SEC series, a knockoff 4th-ranked Alabama 2-0 here on Sunday.
Wow, how good was Dixie Raley, holding the Crimson Tide to only 1 run in the final 2 games of the series. That effort good enough to earn her the SEC Pitcher of the Week honor, so congratulations to Dixie. We've got more coverage of Carolina softball coming up. Brad Muller's going to sit down with head coach Bev Smith, plus a look at one of the all-time greats in the Garnet and Black. So stay with us here on Gamecock Insider.
Learn about the deadly dangers of prescription drugs and opioids. Help end the epidemic in South Carolina, because painkillers can be just plain killers.
Chuck Norris? Can you sign my Tacoma?
I'll be glad to.
From the fist of a legend rises a new action star. A hero who's there to save the day. So fearless, so rugged, he's tough as Chuck.
You replaced me with a truck?
Get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2019 Toyota Tacoma. That's just 0% APR on the Toyota Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field and witness pregame batting practice from the dugout. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise from head coach Mark Kingston. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Join us every week at Wild Wing Cafe for Carolina Calls from 7 to 8 o'clock. Wild Wing Cafe is Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. Tune into Carolina Calls every week and go to wildwingcafe.com for more information.
1-2, hit in the air to center field. Simpson comes in. Gamecocks win for the first time since 2009. The Gamecocks have won a series from Alabama. It's South Carolina's first series win of the year, and what a way to get it. Over the 4th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide, first series loss for Alabama. Gamecocks a winner, 2-0.
What a weekend for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, that truly was remarkable. Dixie Raley coming in after pitching just last night. Beautiful changeup, 4 changeups in a row. Coach Bev was not afraid to go after that. And really, Jenkins was off kilter there, off balance, but seemed to get the job done.
Big time. But you guys, that had a feel of exactly what it's going to take to win a regional and a super regional, right? We had the pitching and the defense and the clutch hitting, right? So keep going. That was an awesome, awesome series. Took the series. Nice job. Together better on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together better, together win.
Hi everyone, Brad Muller alongside South Carolina softball coach Beverly Smith. The Gamecocks coming off a huge weekend last weekend, taking 2 out of 3 from number 4 Alabama. And coach, what does a series win like that do for your confidence moving forward?
Well, it was a great weekend to beat Alabama, and I think our team needed that. We had been playing well and not reaping the rewards of it, and I think this weekend we played really well against a very good Alabama team, and I think that'll just lead into, the confidence will lead into the next 3 series we have.
Well, Dixie Raley came up huge for you. The senior pitcher picked up the 2 wins in the series, and 12 innings, allowed just 1 run. What did you see out of her? She was the SEC Pitcher of the Week.
Yeah, I was so proud of Dixie. She had an outstanding performance this week. And to me, she was commanding. She was commanding in the strike zone. The secret sauce was definitely she mixed the change well and kept their big hitters off balance. But what I liked was her competitive spirit. I mean, she didn't back down, and she kept us in there, and that was shown when she came out on Sunday to start the game.
Let's turn to our Terminex Penn Player of the Week. Who do you have?
Well, you already mentioned Dixie. Mackenzie Bozel for me was a standout for the Alabama weekend. She did a great job getting on base. She had some key hits for us. You know, Jana had the clutch home run, but I think Mackenzie Bozel in the 1 spot is really swinging the bat well for us.
Yeah, Bozel and Jana Johns combined to hit 500 in the Alabama series. What do those 2 bring to the table for you offensively?
Well, they're, you know, with Mac leading off and having Janet at the top of the lineup, you've got to get through them to get to our lineup. But I think they're tone setters, and the way they're swinging the bat right now, I like our chances in any game.
How about the Palmetto Health injury report? How are the Gamecocks doing?
Well, I guess if we're going to talk about injury, we'll talk about Kenzie McGuire. Turned her ankle in the Sunday game against Alabama, and so we're going to pray for a speedy recovery. It's not broken, so she's just going to get some rehab, and we hope to see her back on the field soon.
All right, and Leslie, what do you want to see moving forward down the stretch for the Gamecocks?
I think somebody we could talk about would be Madison Owens. She's going to replace Kenzie at shortstop. She's been having some great at-bats for us, and I'm seeing constant improvement from her. So I think just moving forward, we've got to continue to play Gamecock softball defense. We've got to pitch well and play good D, but having some performances from people like Maddie Owens is going to give us the spark we need.
And Coach, you had a big weekend in terms of crowd support here. It was alumni weekend, and you retired the first jersey in South Carolina softball history in Trinity Johnson. Largest crowd since Trinity pitched here as well. What did you think?
It was an amazing weekend. It was beautiful weather. All the alumni came back. We had over 46 alumni here, which was really special for me. And then to honor Trinity with her jersey retirement was great. So it was a great weekend on the field for softball, and then we had a great reception, and the Gamecock fans showed out, and they were awesome too.
Well, great stuff, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks so much.
For Coach Beverly Smith, I'm Brad Muller.
Hey, Bob.
Frank, how do you get people to watch for the warning signs of heart disease?
Yeah, heart disease is the #1 killer in the state of South Carolina. You need to go get checked so you know your numbers, then you can lower your risk.
Coach, but how do you get people on board?
This is a team game. We need to do better, and we will. So go get your blood pressure checked. You too, Bob.
Coach.
First one at the job site. Last one to leave. Day in, day out. For the last 42 years straight. Ford F-Series, the model employee.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2019 F-150. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
During this year's certified South Carolina grown Palmetto series, we're promoting Fresh on the Menu, a program that connects South Carolina farmers with area restaurants to bring you meals made with fresh, locally grown ingredients. Or try creating your own Fresh on the Menu meals at home. So download the Fresh on the Menu app today and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste. And go Gamecocks!
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Good hard work has earned Emily Crounce the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the women's track and field team, Crounce is a junior pharmacy major with a 3.952 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
We welcome you back to Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. When you talk about all-time greats in any sport for South Carolina, well, that means they might just retire your jersey. Trinity Johnson receiving that very honor earlier this season, the first ever member of the Gamecock softball program's historic background to have their jersey retired. But why not? We're talking about a young lady who in 1997 had an ERA a perfect 0.00. Pretty amazing career for her. She was on campus, she was here at the stadium being recognized, and we've got the highlights from a great event for Gamecock softball fans.
I'm so honored and blessed to be just a legacy here, and that all of these future generations will see that and be able to go back and look, one, at myself, but then look at what our team did and kind of then further look at all the generations and everything that led up to it. It's awesome to be able to come back here and have the memories and have now this kind of memory and this addition success line to remember and to share and kind of bring into further generations. This school was so much fun just as a student and then as an athlete to help bring it forward in the SEC and to help, you know, since we were the first SEC program, to kind of help begin that legacy and begin with our program starting on the right foot and being able to be a successful program in the future. You know, put it on the map, so to speak. So it's fun to have been a part of that and to still be able to be a part of that.
Gamecock fans, let's hear it one more time for Gamecock legend Trinity Johnson. All right, fans, if you're welcome back to the field, your Gamecock softball jersey retiree, Trinity Johnson. Trinity. Let's go ahead. Fire, when ready. Let's hear it one more time for Trinity.
Congratulations to Trinity Johnson. Forever moving forward, she will be recognized and her number will be reserved. She is a Gamecock great. Now this from My Carolina.
My Carolina is giving back to the place that gave me so much.
My Carolina is lifelong learning and finding my home.
My Carolina fosters opportunities for endless growth.
My Carolina is friends, family, and a place to call home.
My Carolina is a lifelong connection to my alma mater.
Learn about the deadly dangers of prescription drugs and opioids. Help end the epidemic in South Carolina, because painkillers can be just plain killers.
Hey! Norris, can you sign my Tacoma?
I'll be glad to.
From the fist of a legend rises a new action star. A hero who's there to save the day. So fearless, so rugged, he's tough as Chuck.
You replaced me with a truck?
Get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2019 Toyota Tacoma. That's just 0% APR on the Toyota Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Only Verizon was ranked #1 by RootMetrics. #1 in 3 Open Signal Mobile Experience Awards. #1 in video streaming according to Nielsen. And #1 in network quality according to J.D. Power. And that's why the only network to win in all 4 major awards is the one more people rely on. Choose America's most reliable network and get it on the best device, iPhone. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone and Apple Music on us too.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe, where great food rocks. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
We're back to wrap things up on this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. We invite you to be with us next week. On that program, it'll be a recap of the Gamecock Gala. Yes, the spring semester is winding down, and that means the Oscars, the Emmys, the Grammys, all rolled into one. We do it in the Garnet and Black way, though, so make sure to join us for that on this program next week, same time, same channel. Until then, I'm Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us today on Gamecock Insider.